Did you know you can read CSV files in execution time using only Cloud Code? Hi, I'm Alex, the architect for Back4App, and this is Talking to the Architect. And today we'll get a little deeper and learn a little more complex Cloud Code implementation. So I decided to break it down in two videos so these don't get too long. And we'll be using two NPM modules to achieve that. The first one is Csv Parser, which allows us to read and parse CSV files, and the second one is Axios, which allows us to make requests and read streams. So here I have a brand new application. I just created this, so it's a totally empty application. I'm going to create a new class, call this class CSV, and you have to choose yourself if you're going to create a protected class or a public one. For this demonstration, I'll be creating a public one. And in here, I'm going to add a new column, choose the data type file, which allows me to save and read files, and give it a good name. So I'm going to call this upload. Add column, and my upload as a file showed up there. So now I'm going to my Cloud Code section. Under Functions and Web Hosting, I'm going to click the Cloud folder and click New File. I'll name this file package.json. It must be this name, so create file. And inside here, I'm going to create my dependencies object, where I'm going to list all the dependencies for this project. So the first one is CSV Parser. I'll be using the latest version, so put an asterisk in there. And also I will be using Axios, which I will also be using the latest version, so put just an asterisk and hit deploy. Now with my modules deployed, I can start writing the code. So I'm going to my main.js file, and in here I'm going to create a after save trigger that will run every time I upload a new CSV file. So I'm going to start by typing parse.cloud.aftersave. Put in the class that I'm going to work this trigger on, so CSV, and this will have a async request that I will arrow function to my code. And once in here, I want to read the URL property of the file property of this request object. We'll do that by typing let my URL equals request.object.get, then passing on my property name, which is upload. Then .url, which is the part of the object that I'm interested in. Then I'm just going to print that URL to my console. So console.log, the URL is, and append my URL. This should be good enough for us to retrieve the URL of the file after it's saved into our database, so I can then start to read it. So back to my database in here, inside my CSV class, I'm going to add a row, and I'm going to upload a new file, which has to be a CSV one. So open. It takes a little while for upload those files. And once it is uploading, we can open our Cloud Code section in another window and keep an eye on our logs. So if you go to our log section, and keep updating this. And there you have it, the URL is, and then you have the full URL of your hosted file in our infrastructure. On the next video, I'll show you how to use this URL and Axios to retrieve the file content, parse it through, and save it in a new class. So if you found this information helpful, please click the like button and consider subscribing to the channel so you can help us grow. Also, share this link with a friend and they can learn something too. If you're already subscribed, thank you for that. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or any kind of implementation you want to see, please leave it on the comment section down below. We always answer all the questions. So I hope this was helpful to you and hope to see you back. See you soon. Bye bye.